Hey guys, and welcome to another Blender beginner tutorial. In this video I'll be showing you how I made this cool render. So here we go. So firstly we need to delete everything in the viewport, and let's add our reference. Let's go image, reference, and then get your image. Now let's move the reference up a little, and let's go add, mesh, then circle. Align your circle with the bottom of the can, and we're gonna start extruding this circle up and scale it outwards. And to add the curvature, let's add a loop cut, scale it down, and Control V to smooth it. Now let's select the top edges and extrude them up. And we're gonna do the same thing with the top part. Let's just align the shape, extrude up and scale, extrude it, yeah, to match this shape. We don't have to make it exact, just get a rough shape of how it looks like. So now we want to project the label that we have on the base of the mesh. So let's first hop into the UV editor and let's grab our reference for the label. Yeah, now we have it. And select the part where we want the label by alt selecting, and then UV unwrap it to cylindrical projection. Now let's add the material. We're gonna add the image texture to. Let's press new, then just add the other material, image texture, and then upload the reference we have in the UV editor. Let's go into edit mode and assign the material. Now all we have to do is align the verts, and if the edges are like curved like this, just scale them on the x-axis by 0, and let's scale by x on 0. We're gonna do this for the whole thing. Yeah, and now we have it projected nicely. Let's shift smooth, yeah. Now let's smooth out some things in the model. Just Control B to bevel, and we're gonna select any hard edges like these ones over here, and there's ones on the bottom, and just Control B them and to smooth them out. And for the texture of the can, let's just make it more metallic, and let's get the reference for the rest of the can. So looking at the reference, I think I'm gonna make it more metallic and just decrease the roughness a bit. To make the top part, just insert the face and scale it down. And let's smooth this part by Control B. Like, yeah, Control B. Yeah, that's it. Now we're gonna add the details on the top. It's really optional if you wanna add them. They're not gonna be visible in the final render, so it's really optional, but just add like a plane, and we're just gonna align like the shape of this plane with the shape of the object we have by adding a reference image and just aligning the shape. So we will just move it up a little, the reference, so we can see the can's top, and get our plane. Then just get your plane, move up, and just we can rotate the reference if we want, and then get your plane and align it in edit modes. Just gonna scale it down, add some loop cuts, and just, yeah, we're gonna extrude it up and just scale it on the x-axis, scale it down, scale this part down. So it's really that simple. Just align the shape with the vertices. If you need like a more accurate shape, just add more loop cuts. And like for the hole in the middle, just add loop cuts in the middle part and just align them with the sides of the bottle. And yeah, just align the whole parts. So I'm gonna align these vertices and align the top vertices too with with this part. Yeah, just move these down. Let's add more. Yeah, after aligning the whole shape, just delete the interfaces for the hole, and yeah, you're just done now with the whole top part thing. We're just gonna extrude it up after deleting these faces that we have, and then add a subdivision modifier. And after adding your subdivision modifier, you can just adjust anything that looks out of place by adding more loop cuts and sliding them over. Now apply the metallic material to the top part, and yeah, you're done with it. So after adding some lights at the sides, this is how it's looking. Let's now just add the ice you see in the thumbnail. So first we have to make the ice cubes. So get your cube and add some subdivisions, like go crazy with the subdivisions. Subdivide till you have like a good amount of subdivisions. And here's the fun part. We're gonna add a displace modifier and add a new texture, and let's select the clouds one. Now we're gonna adjust the strength a bit and adjust the size till we find something good. And let's go to edit mode and select the outer edges of the cube. So let's select them, and after selecting the all outer edges of the cube, we're just gonna add like a bevel to it. So after adding a bevel, this is how it's looking nice. And we're just gonna adjust the strength a bit. Yeah. Now for the texture, just delete this and get your glass BSDF and just plug it in the surface. Change the IOR to 1.44 and give the ice just a slight bluish color. Nothing too crazy, just a slight saturation. Now that we have our ice cube, let's make the box of ice cubes that we're gonna place the Red Bull in it. Just a normal cube and delete the top face. And we give it some thickness, just add a solidify modifier for some thickness. And now I'm gonna adjust the camera to so it's looking from the top of the package, so we get the view we have on the thumbnail. And also we're gonna rotate the Red Bull bottle with the lights. To have like the box of ice cubes, we're gonna use a rigid body simulation to simulate real physics. So we have it just randomly and realistic. So go to the physics tab and add a rigid body, make the type passive and make it animated and dynamic. And select the package, make it a rigid body, make it a passive, and collision, make it mesh. And yeah, that's it. Okay, I forgot to disable animated on the ice cube, so wait, let me disable it. Yeah, so our rigid body simulation is working really well. Let's just duplicate this with an array and just have as many ice cubes as you need in the package. Okay, once you have your ice cubes using the array modifier, we're just gonna apply this modifier, and let's save the file first so if anything crashes. After applying our array, let's separate by loose parts. Now let's play our animation and stop where you think you have a good shape for the ice cubes. Okay, and we're just gonna go in the search bar and apply transformations for the rigid body. And we're gonna remove the rigid body from all the cubes. Now let's place the Red Bull bottle nicely. And let's adjust the camera angle a bit. Now let's hop into rendered view to see how it's looking. And let's delete this background plane as it's not nice. Let's add some lights at the bottom so it's not just transparent and empty looking at the HDRI. And let's increase the strength. Oof, this is a bit too much. Let's just decrease it. Yeah. Let's give it a blue color. Yeah, that's looking good. Yeah, we're just gonna adjust the lighting on the can. And here's the final render.